just observing our live camera and used to showing just a little bit of ice on the water there.
Yeah, I was saying, there's a name for that, and I cannot remember it. Skimco comes to mind, that's also like a drywall thing, so I don't know. I'm fixing a crack in my house. I don't know if it's like...
where your mind is
right
now.
Yeah, but yeah, just a little bit, and you can see a couple spots where there's still open water out there. They start icing over a lot earlier than other.
Oh yes, definitely. It's cold there.
Pretty cool there. All right, let's look outside. Temperatures in the 40s. We got down in the 20s mostly this morning. Some of us were in the low 20s by early this morning, so we're already plus 20, plus 25, depending on your location from our morning low temperatures. Today is not going to knock your socks off as far as the temperatures outside. Mid-40s should do it. We do have a lot of sunshine, which is nice. I think it's more consistent than yesterday. We had socked in over western Maine yesterday, if you remember, and even northern Maine. This is more consistently sunny. There are clouds starting to come in here, though, into the mountains, and they'll move in later this afternoon, and everyone will start to see more cloud cover later today. Kind of saved by the fact that the sun sets so early, though, so we're not really going to cloud up in time. It'll be cloud up tonight after it's dark. So there we are, cloudy tonight, temperatures in the mid and upper 30s, eventually dropping maybe briefly down to freezing early tomorrow morning before pushing right back up. I really like Thursday and Friday. We're on the right side of this high pressure system. We've got a good southwest flow. So that gets our temperatures above average, about 55 in a lot of spots tomorrow afternoon with the sun. Feels pretty good, and we'll do that again on Friday. Initially, it looked like high thin cloudiness would be a big issue for us Friday, but it seems like it's slower and slower with that. So if those clouds hold off as they're modeled to do, we'll see some upper 50s and a couple of low 60s by Friday afternoon. So all that to say, two really positive, nice days coming up. I'm harping on that for a reason, because our next system is moving in from the west there, you can see on Friday night. So we talked about the model scenarios yesterday, the European model versus the GFS model. They've actually kind of snapped to each other a bit here. And so what we have is a solution that looks more similar between the two models compared to yesterday. It is now still showing some heavy rain over down East Maine, but this makes a little bit more sense to me the way it's distributed with the European model, especially where we've got heavy rain right over Washington and Hancock County, and then vastly falling off as far as moisture amounts as you head farther west. So, you know, don't take this as gospel necessarily, but I think we're looking at the heaviest rain over down East Maine, and then it quickly falls off to the west. This makes sense to me as a solution. It's a deep low, but it takes a while for it to develop. There's a brief mix-over that happens in the mountains. I don't think it's going to do them a ton of good. Looks like an inch or two of accumulation is possible. Far northern Maine might mix over several inches of snow, but for the vast majority of the state here on Saturday, this is a rain event. Starts Friday night, lasts pretty much all day Saturday. That's why I'm not even really showing you a timeline. That's it. And then it clears out on Sunday on the back end. I just want to show you something for next week. It's a busy travel week. We've got a system that is approaching here into some chilly air on Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on that because that's certainly a busy day. And sometimes if you're flying out of Bangor or Portland, you know, you're connecting to New York, and those flights get a little dicey. Not to worry anybody yet, but they're more likely to cancel those regional ones as opposed to bigger flights. So we'll keep an eye on that. It does look breezy and wet on Saturday, still breezy and cool on Sunday. So that's the better of the two weekend days. One bummer for me, and this is just totally selfish, is like I was finally going to give in and do some leaves, and I just don't see that happening on Sunday. I think it's just too much rain.
It's all going to be too wet.
Find a bunch of salamanders.
At this point, just leave them.
Yeah,
let nature do its thing.
I'm honestly very heavily considering just mulching them and being like, whatever.
Yeah. See you next summer. All right, Keith, thank you.